On. Hey, how's it going everyone? So today we are playing an Agatha deck. If you didn't know about this deck, it's a very fun deck. Agatha is quite a powerful card, 6 energy for 14 power. Starts in your hands. But the bad thing is that she plays your cards for you. She's a dumb AI, I would say. On turn 4, sometimes she will play Shang-Chi into an open lane, Enchantress into an open lane with nothing to hit. Or she can just drop Ghost Rider, and you haven't discarded any card, then what are you playing Ghost Rider for? So she's kind of dumb here. The whole point of this deck is that you want to play Wave and Lady Sif to get Agatha out of your hands. Once she is out of your hands, you take back control. So you can play cards normally like a human person, right? You can control this deck. Wave, the good thing here is that you can drop Agatha on turn 4. Agatha will drop itself on turn 4 because she is the most powerful card in this deck. She wouldn't drop Red Skull because she will drop the most expensive card and the most powerful one. Lady Sif discards Agatha because she is the most expensive cost card, right? And then you can use Ghost Rider to bring her back on turn 4, and that's the whole strategy, the early game strategy. Without Lady Sif or Wave, most likely you can just retreat. The retreat strategy is very straightforward. First 3 turns, if you don't draw your Wave or Lady Sif in your opening hands, or the first 3 turns, you can just retreat because most likely you're gonna lose. You can't win with Jubilee alone, right? Or Shang-Chi. What are you trying to Shang-Chi on turn 4? Nothing. This deck is very straightforward here. You have several turn 5 strategies. You can run your Sera, and then on turn 6 you can run Shang-Chi and Enchantress to do a counterplay strategy. Or you can mix it up with Shang-Chi and Jubilee to push a lane and counter another lane. Or you can use Vision to penetrate some lanes you can't get into like Death's Domain. Or you can go with Aero on turn 6 to control your opponent's card to pull them away from hotly contested lanes to allow you to maintain your advantage in certain lanes. Or you can use Red Skull to push 15 power in a lane and use Enchantress to remove Red Skull's terrible ability because enemy cards at this location have +2 power. And on turn 6, you can just end it with Agatha Chavez. She's there to increase your chances of drawing Wave and Lady Sif because without these 2 cards, not being able to play them on turn 3, you are pretty much screwed. So the gameplay is very straightforward. Retreat strategy, simple. The snap strategy is also quite straightforward. On turn 5, you can roughly know whether you are going to win or not. So you can just play accordingly using your Sera, Vision or Aero or Red Skull. I think it is also important for you to know what your opponent is playing, such that you can kind of determine whether you should snap or not based on the 5 cost cards you have in your hands. If it's very clear you are going to win, you can just go ahead and snap. Some people actually recommend you to snap when you have Wave or Lady Sif in your opening hand. I'm not quite sure about that. I'm not so, I'm not really a risk taker here, so I play conservatively. So this is how you play the deck. It's quite straightforward. Turn 3, Lady Sif or Wave. Turn 4, Jubilee, Ghost Rider. Turn 5, Sera, Vision, Aero, Red Skull. Just choose one of them. And then turn 6, Agatha Chavez. Or you can just turn 6, Shang-Chi, Enchantress for counterplay. Or counterplay with Aero. 3 of this strategy works fine. So I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay and see you guys next time. A lot of people really like Patriot. And it'll be good if I play Patriot and people will watch it. I realize right, I can't stream for long. Like I keep talking right, I feel very tired. Like as an introvert right, it's very draining. And I don't think my throat has like become accustomed to this. Like I'm not speaking from my diaphragm, my throat is getting very sore. But it's okay, I enjoy this interaction. It's nice to have people watching. I think about 6 months or a year ago when I was playing some other games, I tried to stream. When nobody is watching, it's pretty sad. I mean, you talk to yourself like a crazy person. It's not about the crazy part, I think. It's just that nobody to like talk back and forth with, right? Like there's no point. You might as well just record the video alone. What's the hardest deck to play? Move deck for sure. He snaps. Let's just play Ghost Rider here. He's running Patriot. Yeah, I think this is the right play for now. Like move, I think the problem with move deck is that there's a lot of calculation for just Heimdall alone. And it's not just a calculation part, it's also positioning early on. And sometimes the positioning that you can like plan however much you want, but the positioning might be screwed up by the locations, right? So there's too much variance, but then in move decks you need to be able to plan ahead, right? And then when you have variance and randomness, then it makes it absolutely shitty to play with. How do I play this here? Fuck. He's gonna play cards here. He's gonna play cards in Stuck Tower, right? I think you go with Aero here and pull them over. Have you played Destroy, Wave, Death, She-Hulk? Yeah, oh. I've played that before. You can try and check out the channel. I recently released it. Like, I released a video of it. Okay, it's pretty obvious this is a bot. If you're running Patriot deck, you will just flood Stuck Tower, right? And now I kind of regret it. I probably should have just played Aero somewhere else. Like, I should have just played Aero like now, like on turn 6. Because I can guarantee I win, right? Now I'm kind of in a very awkward position here. Okay, so if this is a bot, most likely he's going to fill this up. So we are good here. Then this reduces the amount of cards he's going to drop on Stuck Tower, right? I think Red Skull might be the better play here. I think so. I hope so. Hi, how do I pronounce your name? Are you like John? Or are you like Christopher? Or are you like Aguila? Oh fuck! Oh my god, we won! Fuck. Victory. If you had Patriot, you would have lost, man. You would have lost. Kind of an estimation, but it's not the truth, right? Because you could be a very good player and you could be at this rank as well. Yeah. It's just a way to kind of, I think it gauges two things, right? It gauges your skill level and it also gauges your effort level, right? Because at the end of the day, you still need to play every day to get to that level, and your skills needs to be there. And also, the amount of times you play also correlates with your skill level, right? Yeah. So this is like a half-truth kind of situation. So we have something good here. We have this location that adds 5 power. We can just use our Shang-Chi on the last turn. Oh, it's not good, man. Playing, like, recording videos and streaming after you had dinner. I feel like my stomach haven't fully digested everything yet. I feel so queasy. Okay, wait. What do we have here? What should we play? How should we end this? If you go Lady Sif next turn, oh shit. I think Sera would be a good play here actually. But we don't have Sera. I think we can use Shang-Chi on Nidavellir, the left location. Actually we can Shang-Chi this as well. Fuck, how do I play this? This is very awkward. I think we just play Red Skull here. Okay, he's gonna destroy all his cards, okay. That makes sense. Okay, so Sabertooth is 4 power, right? We win here, and we win here. So okay, so there's 2 lines of play, right? It's either with Shang-Chi or with Aero. We can Aero here, then we draw all the cards to this location and we win, right? Because we are winning these 2 locations. Or you can Shang-Chi. There's no point Shang-Chiing here because, I mean, no point, right? Like we are already winning this. If we Shang-Chi this, there's a good chance we can win. So Shang-Chi and Aero both works fine actually. Yeah. I think what kind of play can potentially ruin us, right? If he drops more than 3 cards, then we are kind of screwed. Maybe there's a chance of us getting screwed, right? Yeah, because if he drops one card here, he adds 9 power, he immediately lose. So I think Shang-Chi will be the best play here. To at least try and win this, right? Okay, yep. Nice. Awesome. Perfect. Yeah. I think we should have Snap. I was too engrossed. I was just thinking about it. Yeah, exactly. They could play 3 cards. That's why I think Aero wasn't a good play, right? Yeah. I just realized you reminded me that the delay is quite long. So whatever that you're watching now, right, is very different from whatever I'm going through right now. But yeah, Aero is the right play here. No. Shang-Chi is the right play. What am I talking about? Jeez. Yeah, because if you Aero, he can play 3 cards. You can pull our friend over here, right? If he drops 3, you only pull 2. Then the other 1 card, he most likely gonna drop it here, right? And then he just needs to drop like maybe a 4 power card to win this lane. That's why Shang-Chi is the better choice, because Shang-Chi at least give you a chance to win Washington DC, right? Because if you Aero Washington DC, most likely you are losing because you are drawing 2 cards over. Yeah. I think all of my UK colleagues are like working right now while we are preparing to go to sleep. Ah, fuck, what shitty. Annoying. We have a Snap group, me and mate set up, and we have 27 people so far. Oh, awesome. That'll be like, you guys are like preparing for the battle mode, right? I'm excited, man, for the battle mode. Seems pretty cool. I think once battle mode is out, then we can truly like I think it increases the fun, right? It makes it even more enjoyable now. You can play with your friends. Hopefully my friends would try this out. 2 PM. Okay. I think it's US that is the one that is like completely opposite of us Asia, right? Like we are playing, we are awake, then they are sleeping. UK is kind of in the middle, and I think Latin America, Middle East is like slightly the same, I think. Somewhat the same. Oh fuck. It destroyed my key. What? It destroyed my cards? Fuck. Okay, the good thing here is that this helps our Red Skull. This makes it easier, right? Okay, if he's running Sera, there's a good chance he's running Shang-Chi. So this is a problem for us. I think we Red Skull first. And then we end with Aero. And hopefully you can pull the cards over. (2 PM) I love your videos, Durian. Have fun streaming. Thanks for just coming and watching for a short while. Yeah. Thanks for watching the videos. I never expect people to watch. Like, it's just gratitude, man. I'm just grateful. I think, you know, I started like 2 years ago. And okay, wait, this is important. Before I say my gratitude speech, I need to concentrate first, okay? I think the play is here. Okay, yeah, it's quite straightforward. I'm not gonna snap. I'm too scared to snap here. Yeah, so my gratitude speech is, I think having done this for, come on, yes. Okay, having done this for 2 years, right? I think I've been through a lot of ups and downs, and my first game that I really played and I got a lot of like views and subscribers from is like Legends of Runeterra, right? But for some reason, nobody likes me on Legends of Runeterra. Like, nobody watches me. I thought like it's quite easy, right? I see other people, some people who started even later than me when they played Legends of Runeterra. It was very annoying because like they can just get views very easily. They don't even talk at all. They just play the game. Maybe I should just stop talking, right? then people will like me. I feel that the game is hard though to get decks. This game is very, very free to play friendly. Yeah, it is. It's free to play friendly. Yeah, this game is super fun because you can win against opponents with better decks if you have the skill. Exactly. I think that's the whole point, right? Like it's very rare for that to happen, right? I think most of the time you see you really need to have a lot of good cards. And games are fast too for people like me who doesn't have much time. Exactly. Hang on a second. I can't believe Sokovia discarded my Ghost Rider, man. Fuck. Okay. They are going to drop a destruction or destroy card on Sokovia, so I think we just drop this. Should we contest there? I think we should just what's my line of play here? I think we play Jubilee here. I want to go for Aero. Double Aero play. That would be cool. Nah, it's fine. I don't really care. Why? Why do that to yourself? Nice. Okay, I think our answer... should we go with Sera? No. Let's go with double Aero. Aero on turn 5 and Aero on turn 6. Make sure that they never leave the center location. That's the whole point. Yup. And then we Aero again. And then we just win the lanes on on both sides. I mean, unless he plays more than 3 cards, which is unlikely. We should have snapped, man. Fuck. Double Aero is like, it's pretty sick, isn't it? It's good that we get Lady Sif and we have Ghost Rider as well. We just need to pray, right, that Lady Sif doesn't drop it on Super Flow. Like Agatha doesn't drop Lady Sif on Super Flow. Okay, yeah. Sometimes it happens. I feel that there's a tendency for my Agatha to always play Wave instead of Lady Sif. It kind of sucks. I feel that Lady Sif Ghost Rider is a better play. Okay, yeah, this is kind of dumb, but there's no choice here. There really is no choice. Oh, what a bastard. What a bastard. Fuck. Okay, we have all the shitty cards out already. I mean, there's a higher chance, right? Maybe you can get Sera here. That would be good. Or like some other powerful cards. Just play here. Nice. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Yeah, I think we play Sera here. And then we go with our Enchantress and Shang-Chi play. Now that's alright. Okay, there's a good chance we might lose here, I feel. I'm very scared. If we Shang-Chi here... Wait. How come this is not... Oh, because... Oh, shit. Because it has the icebox. Because of icebox. So this is pointless, right? Wait. If we go with Lady Sif... And then we go with Ghost Rider... We put... Maybe Shang-Chi might not be the best play here. If you add 4... 4 plus 4 and 3 is 7. We get 7. We are 7 ahead. This is 1 ahead. If he drops Odin, I'm not quite sure how to do this. I think we can just try and win this lane and drop Ghost Rider here to win, right? We add 6, 15. But +2 to everything here is kind of pretty bad too. I think let's just go with this. I can't think of any other things really. Hey, wait. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Wait, I still win? Fuck. Fuck. I can't believe I still won this. Jesus. Fuck. I think he thought I was gonna play some sick combo or something, or some crazy cards. That's why he dropped Odin, right? To activate leader again. So the reason why I was like going crazy is because I thought my Lady C was gonna destroy my Red Skull. Then I realized what happened. We have all these 4 cost cards, right? And this card's the highest cost card. You have so many 4 cost cards and you just randomly pick one and you pick Enchantress. Fuck. Oh my god. Is there anybody watching? Oh, concurrent viewers. Is 10 people watching? Or it's just... Oh. There really is 8 people watching. 10. Now it's 8. Interesting. Hi. I think I was minimizing the screen, so I could only see the chat. But welcome Ivan said thank you for joining. If those of you who just joined, if you don't know what I'm doing, I mean the new season has started and I thought why not, try and rank up as high as possible using an Agatha deck. So the plan here is to play 100 games of Agatha and use as little effort as possible and try and see how far I can go, starting from like rank 17. Oh fuck, this is the actual player. How many cards do we have here? Okay, we have Enchantress. I think the next play will be to drop Sera here. We need to win Baxter Building so that we can add 3 to everything. I think our end game here is to Enchantress this. And then we drop Jubilee on the right hand side or something. Ooh. Let's keep the surprise to the next turn. Okay, that's good. I think our last line of play will be to Aero and Enchantress. So the current line of play will be to I think, right? Red Skull and Lady Thief seems like a good one for us. So let's just push here. We are discarding what card again? Yeah, I'm already discarding America Chavez. So the play will be Aero over here and Enchantress next turn. Yeah. Is he gonna Shang-Chi us? I don't think this is a good play. Like, he's not really a good player. Because it's like he's locking his lane down, right? Yeah, that's not good. Let's just snap. Because this is ongoing also. So we are in a very good position. Enchantress. Then we just Aero here. Yeah. So what we do is we pull all the cards to the left hand side. If he Shang-Chi's before it opens, right? Because you're opening first. So we pull the Shang-Chi over to the left hand side. And we can still win because like it can't Shang-Chi anything, right? And we prevent Red Skull from dying. And then we Enchantress here, so we remove 15. So we're fighting against 8 power because 1 plus 3, right? Times 2. Times 2, but this one loses power also to Enchantress. Yeah, so we win. Yeah. Yeah, I explained about Agatha. Like the whole point of this deck, right, is kind of like a half AFK deck. The Agatha will help you play. It's not really help you play. It's like in the first 3 turns you don't do anything. You just hope that you get Wave and Lady Thief. And then you... Oh my god, what is that? Okay, good play, good play. You won. Yeah, so the whole point here is that in the first 3 turns you don't do anything, right? Like, then I think on first 2 turns you don't do anything. Then on turn 3, you drop your Wave or Lady Sif. So Agatha will do it for you. There's only 2 3-cost cards, which is Wave and Lady Sif. So Agatha does it, and then once you drop Lady Sif or Wave, right, you are able to take control again, because Agatha is an AI, right, that plays your cards for you. So if you drop Lady Sif, you discard Agatha, so Agatha is no longer there to control your deck. Then you can use Ghost Rider to bring back Agatha to push for 14 power. Or you can use Wave. Wave will reduce Agatha to 4 energy. And then you drop Agatha on turn 5. Yeah, Agatha will drop itself on turn 5. That's the line of play that Agatha will always go for. Yeah, then it will drop itself on turn 4, not turn 5. What am I thinking of? This is so late already. I mean, I'm so tired, man. Yeah, after work. So it will drop itself on turn 4, turn 3 Wave, turn 4 Agatha. Then turn 5, you have full control. So you can drop anything like Red Skull, Aero. Usually the line of play will be you drop Sera on turn 5. Even though you push for 4 power, what you do is you are able to reduce the cost of your 3 cost or 4 cost cards to 3 cost, right? So that's why I could have run Enchantress, Jubilee, or Shang-Chi. And what you do here is that you can go for a counterplay on turn 6 by dropping Shang-Chi and Enchantress. Or you can counterplay using like Enchantress to destroy Dinosaur here, and then you can drop Jubilee as well to push on another lane. The good thing about this deck is that it's straightforward in the sense where the line of play is very straightforward. Turn 3 Wave, turn 3 Lady Sif. Then you just play the rest of your hand based on what the board is showing. You just kind of curve up, right? Play on curve. Turn 4, turn 5, turn 6. And then depending on what your opponent plays, you just play in reaction to that. There's not much deviation here. And then the retreating strategy is also the same. If you don't draw a Wave and Lady Sif, you just retreat. So it's pretty clear cut. And I mean, by turn 5 or turn 6, if you feel that like you might lose, if your opponent has some sick Wong combo that you can't counter, then you just retreat as well. So there's not much thinking here, I would say. Minimal. Oh nice, this is quite cute. I realized, right, I haven't seen a card that has a totally white background, and this looks very cool. It stands out. Okay, Wave. Nice. Yeah, our friend is playing a Deadpool deck. We are actually fighting against a real player here. I think what we can... You will play Agatha, but I'm not quite sure where you will play. Please give me a good card. Good card. Good card. Okay, equal power, that's fine. But this is not good for us. He's playing a destroy deck, and he got debris. It's just cannon fodder or like body for carnage, right? Yeah, this is bad. He plays death. That's fine. This means that we can play Shang-Chi, right? Unfortunately, we do not have our Sera. We can't play Shang-Chi and Enchantress together. What do we have here? What can we summon? Play Aero. I don't think Red Skull would be good here. Ghost Rider, not good. If we go with Jubilee, we might summon Ghost Rider and we end up losing. I think the best would be going with Vision. Okay, let's just snap here. Yeah, I think we are still in a very early rank. That's why their plays are not that great. They most likely wouldn't expect a Shang-Chi. And the fact that we win Baxter Building at 3, right? So there really isn't anything to worry about. I think we can try and distribute our power here. I'm not quite sure whether is that the right choice. I think it's fine. Yeah, he locked himself in, right? There's nothing much he can do. So we win here anyway. Yeah, I mean it's quite easy if you are running this in the early ranks. And then like the line of play is very straightforward. Unless okay, he's opening first, there's a good chance he can arrow this. Or he can Yeah, if he arrows then we lose. Right? But I don't think he would be somebody that runs an arrow. Yeah. Nice, we won. We won. We destroy. We add +3 to everything. And we get a triple lane win. 8 cubes, man. 8 cubes. Straightforward, isn't it? Yeah. If you are in like, yeah, upgrading cards, I suppose if you are below pool 3, you probably don't want to be, you want to upgrade your cards at one go, right? But I gotta be honest here. I think maybe in pool 1 I didn't upgrade. I just wait until like I get to a reasonable level, then I upgrade all at one go. But once I reach like pool 2, I just stop doing that. Because it doesn't make a difference. Either way, you are going to be fighting against people who have like higher collection level, right? Cards that you have never played before. So there's really no way you can really like prevent that from happening. Yeah. So you just try. I think the main point is to just enjoy the game. If you try and prepare too much, I think I've seen on Reddit people keep on saying like, oh, you know, should I save up my quest, my mission to fulfill that whatever mission thing, right? There's no point. If you play every day, you will most likely finish it. You will definitely finish it. Yeah. I think we try and run Jubilee here. Okay, think how would this person play? I think we just run this here, and then we use Aero to pull our friend over because there's Feast Tower here, right? Okay, that's great, that's great. I think we are advantage here. Let's just snap. Yeah, it doesn't matter what it summons as long as I get above 2. Then you use Aero, right? Because of Feast Tower, it pulls it and it destroys whatever it is, right? Highest rank? I forgot already. It's about I forgot what was the color. It was green or red. It was like, I think it was turquoise. Yeah, it was quite near red, if I'm not wrong. Fuck! It dropped Hobgoblin.